Hi Libra, this is Eileen with your May 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of May with the Ace of Pentacles card. And the Ace of Pentacles is talking about new projects, maybe a new job for some of you. This is a very, very good omen to start your month with because it's indicating that you will be successful in some new project, new opportunity that's presented to you, that you're getting off to a really good start in May. So for some of you, this might mean, oh, it could mean a promotion at your job. It could mean a new job. You might be transferring in one way or another within your company to something that's a better situation for you, or maybe in a better location. For others of you, you might be starting a new business, or some of you who've already been self-employed, you might be doing some additional things and making some changes in your business, that this is kind of invigorating the business and bringing you more new clientele, new customers for whatever it is that you're marketing. And just overall, this is a really good card for a lot of you. It's a good indicator. So if you have some kind of stressful things or whatever going on overall throughout the month, this card is saying you've got the drive right now. You've got the initiative right now. You've kind of got a head start to start pushing your way through May to achieve some of your goals, to start making your plans bigger than what they've been before, and just set your sights on the future for the way you want your life to be. So let's see. And then the next card we have is a major arcana card. It's the Judgment card. And I love this card. It's really beautiful, the imagery in here. But the Judgment card, now this, again, this is talking about renewal, something being brought back to life. So that's why I'm thinking if some of you maybe have already had a business and maybe it was languishing or not doing as well as you like, maybe things just come back to life for you, or in some other way, in some work you've been doing or some career that maybe you had put some time into and in the past and it didn't work out as well, and now you want to give that a try again. So this is just, again, this is one of your destiny cards, a major arcana card, and it's talking about your efforts that you have already put in over time, that they will be paying off for a lot of you. And this is also just for some of you who may have had some aches and pains or not been feeling well. This is a good indicator that things might turn around and your health might start improving. You might just start having more energy and just feeling better over time as the month goes by. So it does, it is a really good card for like karma. What you put out, you get back. For those of you who have been putting out a lot of good things out into the universe and feeling like you're not having much good coming back to you, this is telling us that in May, a lot of you can expect some of that good to finally come back your way that you've been putting out over time. Because a lot of you have been busy just working and taking care of others and not giving yourself as much time or attention as you should. And it's kind of like the universe is trying to give back to you in some way, kind of trying to balance things out for you in May. So this is really good. So be on the lookout for that. Be open to receive that in May. And then also we have here the Five of Pentacles. And this is talking about, for some of you, you might be having some temporary hardships with money. Or even, I'm getting relationship matters in here, to tell the truth. I'm feeling that some of you might have relationships that are suffering right now. And some of it could be money involved in the relationship issues. You might be having some difficult times in your relationship, and the money might be tight. You might be arguing about money, or maybe both of you are kind of just having some challenges with money, and it's just adding a lot of stress, and it's adding stress to the relationship. I'm feeling like this can pretty much be worked through. A lot of you might need to just step back and be objective about your situations and maybe make some decisions about possibly adjusting your path, adjusting your course a little bit, because it feels like it's something temporary, but it's stressful. It feels heavy for a lot of you. So whoever's going through this, the more you can step away from the situation and look at it objectively, the better. And not only that, use the law of attraction in your favor. Don't, how should I say this? Don't be feeling like the glass is half empty. Instead, take the philosophy that you are already very prosperous. You're doing well. You have a lot of good energy trying to push that through for you in May anyway. So you don't want to get passed over in that department because maybe you're having such a negative viewpoint about things because life has been more difficult. Instead, you need to start feeling like you're disassociating from difficulties. That's what it is. Feel like you're disconnecting from difficult relationships or difficult people, difficult financial circumstances, and identifying with being successful and prosperous so the universe can push that flow into your life as well as the other Libras that this is intended for in the month of May. And if you find that some of you, because I'm getting relationship problems for some of you, like you feel like your relationship has really broken up and been falling apart and not doing well. So for those of you who are in that situation, it's not everybody, it's certain people I'm tuning into because I'm tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. So for those of you who might be experiencing that in your relationships, the fact is, it might be time for that relationship to be over. So you have to kind of evaluate where you are, where you've been. Is this the person you really want to continue and be with for the rest of your life? Is this going to be a happy life? Is it really worth trying to mend it, trying to fix it? Because I am feeling like for some of you, almost like your time is over with someone that hasn't been working out. It's kind of like it's like both of you know it's time to move on in opposite directions. So, and like I said, that's not everybody. I'm tuning into certain people, so it might be just one person, it might be several people. I'm not sure. And the next card we have is the Strength card. And here, this is another major arcana card, another destiny card. And what the Strength card is telling us that a lot of you Libras are going to have a lot of inner strength and determination in the month of May. You won't need to push your ideas on people. You won't, if you want to convince someone to your way of thinking or your way of doing things. This could be in the workplace. I feel like for some of you, this is in the workplace, kind of negotiating things with people in the workplace, trying to get your ideas across, trying to convince certain individuals, maybe people, your peers, or maybe your management or somebody to see that you have some good ideas. I feel like you're going to be quietly strong and secure and feel confident, but it's a quiet determination. It's not like a pushy, aggressive style. And that is what's going to win things over for you. You're going to come across like very professional, in control, um, intelligent. You're going to make a good impression, whoever these people, those of you, I should say, whoever those of you are that I'm tuning into for this, that might have things going on in your workplace. For others, this could be in your personal life, because I feel like for some people it's work oriented, for others it's in their personal life, that with your relationships that you're going to be very influential. I'm feeling like in personal relationships that some of you who are in a relationship, a love relationship right now, you're going to be more irresistible to the opposite sex, to your partner. I'm feeling engagements for some of you. That's what I'm feeling like. Some of you might already be engaged, or um, both of you admitting that you're in love. You just want to be with each other for the rest of your lives, that your relationships are at that point. It feels good. I'm getting a very positive, uplifting card for a number of you in the romance and love department. I think it'll be in different stages for different individuals who see the reading. That for some of you, you might be engaged already, and this might just be one person. For someone else, you're getting engaged. I'm just getting good feelings of love, and I'm just feeling that just this feeling of confidence, inner strength, feeling peaceful, feeling natural, like you're being your natural self in May. Like this is who you are, kind of like really feeling like you're being who you are, and you're in a good, solid love relationship. Now, for others of you, you might be just getting into that relationship. So overall, some good indicators for a number of you in the love, excuse me, love and relationship department in May. Okay. And next we have the 10 of Wands. So the Wands typically relate to work and projects and movement and action. The Wands relate to the fire signs also of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But what I'm getting is that for a number of you Libra in May, you may have been working really hard. You're really maybe doing a lot of balancing in your life between your job, your family, your home life, your responsibilities, whatever recreation you like to do in your free time. That has just been no, just difficult to stretch yourself. You've been stretching yourself a little too thin. I'm feeling like some of you might be working long hours also. Possibly some of you might have two jobs, or or maybe you're working real hard at your job, then you come home and you have a lot of work to do when you get home at night or something. So the advice of this card is to try to find some balance. See if you can ask if it's in the workplace and you're feeling overburdened. See if perhaps you can pass along some of your work that you're burdened with to someone else there. Maybe you can do a little delegating or somehow organize your work a little better so that it makes it a little smoother and easier. Same thing in your home life. If there are others there that don't seem to be carrying quite the burden as you, maybe you can get someone at home to help out a little more also. But it does say that it's important for a number of you who are going through this in May to get that rest that you need. You don't want to just be wearing yourself out completely where you're working too hard and not getting the rest you need. And I am feeling on a relationship matter, there's someone I'm tuning into of you Libras that this is your partner. It's not you, it's your partner who's overburdened and overworked that you might need to speak to and try to get them to take some time off, not to keep driving themselves so hard. Because I'm feeling for someone, this might be like someone's, it could, I'm wanting to say this is a male-female relationship. However, I'm not certain because we all have a certain amount of male and female energy in us. I'm wanting to say I'm looking at someone who is in like a male-female relationship, you the Libra or the female, and it's the male in your life, and he's overworked and overburdened and exhausted. And so you, by this card showing up for you, you're supposed to be speaking up and trying to get him to just rest somehow, put down some of the burdens, let somebody else help out with some of that, maybe put off some of the things if they're not mandatory that they have to get done right away, and spread the work out a little better and take some time to rest and have a little recreation and enjoy life a little bit. Okay, and then next we have the Page of Cups. And the cups have to do with love and romance, relationships, good news. The page brings good news in the way of love, relationships, matters of the heart. So some of you might have good news in the way of a marriage or a marriage proposal. That's what I was saying. I think some of you might be getting engaged in May. Some of you might be finding out you're pregnant, or some of you might be finding out someone close to you is pregnant or is getting married or something like that. So overall, a light, nice feeling card I'm getting here with this card that just feels light and good. And let's see. And I'm feeling like for someone, this page represents someone coming into your life. It feels like This feels like someone young, maybe in their 20s, possibly early 30s, young looking if they're in their 30s, and coming your way, that's around you and that wants to get acquainted with you. I do feel this person's a little shy. Okay, I feel like this could be a male or female. So this might relate to a few of you, that there might be someone approaching you who's around you. This person feels like they're very easygoing, has a nice, mild temperament, honest. Like I said, not overly confident, somewhat confident, but not, this is not someone who's just constantly dating. This is someone who likes quality and they want someone nice like themselves. So some of you are going to have that person who's circulating around you in May. It could be at work, it could be around where you live or you socialize, maybe while you're out with some friends. And this is a nice person. So some of you who meet someone new in May and the person's just being kind of pleasant and easygoing with you and just trying to get acquainted, but showing they want to talk to you. Like if you're with a few friends or something and this person's being pleasant, but just seeming to want to talk to you, they're romantically interested if it's whoever I'm talking to here, because this person has a romantic interest. They're just not real aggressive about it. And it's a nice person too. Okay, next one I have here is the Ace of Swords. And the sword energy, now the sword energy, this is typically relates to the air signs of Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So, and you being a Libra, this is good for you, this Ace of Swords in the month of May, because the Ace is telling you that you can have victory after maybe some adversity, some problems, that you can win out here. The Ace of Swords, the sword energy gives you the mental clarity to cut through the fog if some things have been a little confusing or you haven't been able to see the whole picture of what's going on in a particular situation in your life. It's like that Ace of Sword energy just gives you everything you need to really get that sharp focus that you're good at anyway. Being an air signs, they're very intellectually inclined and can think clearly and very they just the air signs just have really good mental abilities, very sharp, very quick. And so this gives you a little extra amount of that in May, Libras. So for those of you who have been trying to make some decisions or trying to figure out a situation, how best to deal with it, or even dealing with other people, I'm feeling like for some of you that maybe other people have given you a bad time, you finally pull it together and figure out, okay, this is where I stand. I'm not going to be pushed around, or I'm not going to be fooled by other people or having them tell me something I know is not right or is not true. It's like you're just having this inner strength, mental clarity, and you just overcome whatever setbacks, whatever issues that you've had and been dealing with that have given you a difficult time. So this is a great card. The next card we have is the Four of Cups. And now again with the cup energy, that's the water signs, relates to water signs such as Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And so with cups, it's feelings, emotions, love, romance. And the Four of Cups, though, is showing this person who's just sitting down, leaning against the tree and looking kind of bored. And there's this hand from the sky offering this big goblet chalice here to this person, and they're just kind of, oh yeah, big deal, just looking at it like they're not that interested. And so what this is showing is that in the month of May, some of you Libras might get a little bored or discontent with what's out there in the way of love or romance, relationships, that sort of thing, whatever's being offered to you. And in some cases, it might be, I don't know, a job situation where some of you or have had a desire to change jobs, find a new job, and you've gotten kind of discouraged and felt like there's not anything all that good. Anyway, why bother? Kind of like you're feeling just bored. And for others, it has to do with romance and love. This is telling me here that some of you are going to have someone making an offer to you. I feel like it's more emotion is what I'm getting from the ones I'm tuning into here. 4, that there's going to be a really good quality person making an offer of love to you. I mean, they may not be coming right out and saying, I'm in love with you. They might, but I feel like this person sees whatever they know of about you. They're interested. They feel like you're a good quality person. They find you attractive, intelligent, nice. They think you're just a nice, good quality person. And this person making the offer to you in a romantic sense, I feel like this is someone that would be a really good quality person who's paying attention to you. So the advice of this card is not to let a good opportunity pass you by. So even though you might be feeling a little discouraged or bored with whatever's been in front of you in recent months, that stay alert. Don't let good opportunities pass you by. Because you can't judge the future on everything that's happened in the past. You just need to stay alert. Especially when it comes to love and romance, you meet someone when you're supposed to meet them. And up until that time, you might have a lot of, relationships that are far from ideal. So you can't just assume the rest of your life it'll be that way. The way you have to look at it is that the time hasn't arrived yet to cross paths with the good one for you. So yeah, so just stay alert. And the same applies for those of you who might be looking for a job, to change jobs or something, and you're getting a little discontent or bored with the thing. That could also be the case, because it could be a job for some of you that you would absolutely love that comes your way, and you might not be paying attention because you've gotten kind of discouraged with the whole thing. Okay, next we have another major arcana card. We have the Hermit. And the Hermit's a good card because it's talking about pulling inward, looking inward for what you want, for what's right for you. This could be meditation, or it could just be some soul searching in general, just pulling back, not being overly outgoing at this time in May, maybe because you want to just rethink your whole life and put things in order. Think about what's good for you. What is going to give you a good quality, happy way of life? Never mind what's good for your neighbor or this person or that person or whoever. What's good and what's best for you and your life, so that you can feel good, like you're on your path you're supposed to be on. So this is talking about spirituality, looking inward, developing your spirituality more. And it's good to pull back. It's good to kind of rethink things, look inward, and figure out exactly what you want for yourself. So, because you have the answers inside of yourself, the more you give yourself some quiet time. That's why meditation is good, but it's also just good to have some quiet time. Quiet time if you have a little nature around you, a park or some area. If some of you have a pretty outdoor spaces. It's springtime now. There's a lot of good weather for a lot of people. Spend some quiet time alone. That's a good time really for things just to pop into your head that are good ideas or good insights. I've noticed that a lot when you just separate yourself from whatever keeps you busy every day and have that quiet time to yourself. It's easier to put things in order, and that's what it looks like. The month of May is offering that to you with the card of the Hermit, because again, that's a destiny card. And then this next card, the last card, this is the Hierophant. This is a good order here, that the Hierophant follows the Hermit card, because this one has to do with spirituality. Now the Hierophant card also refers to organized religion, institutions, even schools and hospitals and things like that. It has to do with, perhaps some of you might be wanting to get advice from someone if you're following your original religion you grew up with, or some other organized religion. Some of you might be seeking someone, like if I grew up Catholic, although I don't now practice it, but I grew up Catholic, so we had the priest and the nuns and all that at the Catholic, in the Catholic school and the Catholic church. And so if I was still following the Catholic religion, then maybe I'd want to go and speak to a priest here and there. So others of you have your own religions you grew up with, and so it might, for some of you, you might still be involved and still seek out that kind of guidance. And for a lot of you, you might kind of be combining what you grew up with a newer, more flexible, more open-minded type of spirituality that has to do with you following your heart rather than following what somebody wrote in a book or says that you're supposed to do. So, so this is a good card, though, for contemplation, for spirituality, like the Hermit, delving into your own spirituality and that side of who you are. And then for some of you, you might, this can also, since this has to do with institutions such as schools, hospitals, some of you might just be seeking some guidance from a school counselor, maybe for courses to take if you're going to college or anything like that. So, okay, now that's the last card there. And this deck here, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti I've been using. Now what I'm going to do is pull one card from the Fairy Tarot cards. But overall, I think you've got a lot of good things in this reading for May. There's a lot to look forward to, a lot to kind of align yourself with. It's very positive. Okay, and so I'm going to shuffle the cards, the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine, and pull one card so you get one message from this deck for the month of May for Libra. Okay, and if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel. If you have, so you'll get notices whenever I upload new videos, and also you can be checking your rising and moon signs as they come available. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, I thank you for your subscriptions, and feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so I need one message for Libra for May 2018. What's the message for Libra for May 2018? What's the message for Libra for May 2018? Libra. Okay, one more shuffle. Libra for May 2018. What's the message for Libra? Okay, I'm going to fan these out. I think it's this one here. Oh, this is a good card. This says the Dreamer. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. I believe this relates to the Fool in the regular tarot deck. And the Fool is a wonderful card for new beginnings, just like this Ace of Pentacles here showing up. The Judgment card, the Ace of Swords. You've got strength. You've got so many good indicators here. And then even with the Hermit, the Hierophant, you know, to combine your drive, your plans for your future, for things you want to do, how you want to have your life, and combine it with your spirituality so you're staying on your path on a spiritual level. So, and this, the Dreamer is saying, go for it. Just go for it, you know. So this is a great card. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure and trust yourself because you have the universe on your side. Okay, now, next, let's see, I'm going to pull one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine. Wow, let's see what the message is from Nature's Whispers. Okay, I need one card for Libra for May 2018. What's the message for Libra for May 2018? What's the message for Libra for May 2018? Libra. These are a little bit trickier to shuffle. Okay. Okay, what's the message for Libra for May 2018? Libra, May 2018. Okay, I'm going to fan these out. Okay, this says higher ground. I'll show you, see if you can get a close-up image. These have so much detail in them. I love these cards. The more you look at them, the more you see in them. Okay, number 20, higher ground. I'm going to look that up in the book. Okay, let's see. Number 20, higher ground. Move your thoughts, emotions, and outlook to a new perspective. Take an overview of what is going on. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see the whole situation in a clearer light. A different course may become apparent. You will be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. If there is nothing pressing in your life at the moment, consider something that may be unresolved from the past. Use the same idea of climbing above it with the intention of healing it. Once you achieve the higher ground perspective, you may find yourself filled with peace, a beautiful outcome. Wow. I think that message really ties in with this reading. I mean, I really feel like that message definitely ties in with this reading for May. Okay, and last but not least, I'll pull one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so what's the message for Libra for May 2018? What's the message for Libra, May 2018? One card for Libra for May 2018. What's the message for Libra for May 2018? Okay, and one more shuffle. Okay, all right, I'm going to fan out the cards. Wait. Okay, this says Grace and Antoinette. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Okay, so if some of you have had some difficulties in your relationship, or I mean, it could even be in the workplace, you know, just some disagreement at work, but I feel like especially I'm getting more I'm getting in the romance department too, or even friendships. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. I'm even tuning in. I think for some of you, maybe there's been some kind of disagreement with a friend. Yeah, so that's a good card. Good advice. Okay, Libra. Well, great. Well, that's the month of May for you. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Be checking back for your rising and moon signs as they're being posted. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, and thank you for watching my video, Libra, and have a wonderful May. Okay, we'll talk again soon. Thank you.